Did you know that Catacombs is overseen by an unknown master who is never fully revealed? Instead, you fight the floor guardians under his control, like our friend Bonzo the Bozo. Good afternoon, good morning, good evening, everybody. I hope you're having a smashing day. Today, we're going to dive straight into it with 10 things you can do every single day in Hypixel Skyblock to make your profile better. First things first is hitting the subscribe button and liking to make sure this fishing minion sees his family again. I'm joking. Hope you guys enjoy. Speaking of minions, minions are probably one of the most important things in Hypixel Skyblock. They give you collection, they give you skill XP, and they give you loot/coins every single day. Basically, if you're not using minions, you're the equivalent of Bonzo the Bozo. All jokes aside, if you want to use minions for skill XP, I would recommend you use melon minions for farming XP, fishing minions like these for fishing XP if you want, though fishing in the Crimson Isle can be better. But up until fishing 27, I would recommend using fishing minions, or if you can't afford them, clay minions. Combat XP, to be honest, I wouldn't bother putting down minions for combat XP, considering combat XP is probably one of the easiest things in the game to get. And mining XP is the same as combat XP, but if you really want to put down minions for mining XP, I'd probably say get snow minions for mining XP. However, I still wouldn't recommend it. Foraging, don't even bother. The foraging minions in this game absolutely terrible. They don't do anything, so just ignore foraging as a skill, to be honest, because it saves your sanity a lot. If you guys want to use minions for collection, then it's as simple as putting down the minion that corresponds with the collection you want. So if I want raw pork chops, I put down a pig minion. If I want raw chicken, a chicken minion. Raw rabbit, a rabbit minion, and so forth. I think you guys get the idea. That's simple as. And I will again leave the link for the website to calculate minion profits in the description. If not, just leave a comment below and I'll help you out. The second thing you guys should do every single day to boost your profile is the experimentation table. This thing is super simple and you unlock it at an enchanting level 10. That was a mouthful. Basically, all you do is super pairs, chronometron. I'm gonna pretend I said that right first try, and the ultra sequencer. Those two games aren't unlocked until I'll throw it up on the screen because I have no idea. The experimentation table can be done 3 times a day, and the second and third time can be done for XP and bits. Basically, you want to run this every single day because you can get great rewards and you get great enchanting XP. So the rewards can be T7 enchants, which go for a solid amount, and there's an RNG meter, so you don't have to worry if you're Iron Man and spend 3,000 million, billion, trillion years. I'll try to throw that number up if I can. Infinite years trying to unlock your Power 7 or your Looting 5 books. Thank you, Hypixel. The third thing you're going to want to do every single day is this beautiful building behind me. It may look different depending on what skin you have. I think I have the Mansion Heights one on. But basically, what you're going to have to do every single day is your visitors and your pests. Well, what I'd recommend anyway. Visitors give great farming XP, they give copper, they give good rewards, and overall they're just something you want to get done over time because the visitor milestones are an absolute killer, especially the more you go into the game. These things ramp up really quick in the amount you need. I'd also recommend throwing stuff in your composter. Composter is a great way to make passive money. It just requires a box of seeds like this, and all you have to require is some oil barrels. Very simple. I think this is NEU on the side, or it might be Sky Honey that tells you the cheapest things and the profits. Very simple way to make a lot of coins every single day. Visitors, I spoke about already. Here's a quick tip for you guys. I am not going to accept Maeve over here because she is a mythic visitor, meaning next time that Finnegan is mayor with all of his perks, I have a higher chance of getting the Rhino guy, or whatever his name is, because both mythical visitors, a mythical visitor can't spawn twice. That's a little quick tip for you guys. Over here we have Clerk Seraphine. I'll show you guys what I mean by the XP and things. So we get 40,000 farming XP from her and a whole bunch of copper for only 10 sugarcane, which is only 1 mil to be honest, and that's not a terrible deal. Moving on from that, we also have to collect our pests. So I would recommend getting mouse traps because very easy, very passive way to have extra pests on your garden. Obviously have the best hoover you can get. So I have the buzzing Infinavacuum Hooverus, which with the buzzing reforge makes it do double damage to pests, or just in general, meaning that you can one-shot every pest, including earthworms, so you don't have to run around your plot million seconds just trying to find the earthworms. Every single time those stupid little bugs try and pest you off. See what I did there? I'll put a... Anyway, now that my comedy's over, in all seriousness, I'd recommend getting honey trap jars, and what I'd do is I'd fill them with either the cheapest, when it opens, if it opens, the cheapest kind of bait you can, or if you're looking for bestiary milestones, just put in whatever you need for the bestiary milestones. So I currently need crickets, so I put in honey jars so I get more crickets, so I can get bestiary for that. If you want field mass, use cheese. So basically what you're going to want to do is come around every day, hoover up your pests. What I also recommend doing as a quick tip is wearing your farming armor with a farming pet, either one you want to level up. This is for all of the things, by the way. The farming armor doesn't help you with visitors, but the pet will get loads of XP. So currently I'm leveling up the hedgehog passively. Haven't done a single bit of farming with this thing, but it's already level 97. That just from visitors and pests. That shows you guys how much insane amount of farming XP this stuff just gives over time. So what you want to do is just come around in your farming armor, which I still don't have on for some reason, and you want to hoover up everything. The reason I said do it in your farming armor is if there's a contest going, you might get extra drops and you might just get put into the contest and you might get a silver medal, which is nice, or a bronze medal. But also you might just get extra drops, and who doesn't love extra money, am I right? Next up on the list for number 3, we have mining commissions. Now these don't seem very big, especially if you're late game, but if you're before Heart of the Mountain 10, these things are a game changer. They are super useful to do every day. And the reason for that is every single day you get a daily bonus. Now mine says extra mithril powder. That's just because I'm Heart of the Mountain 10. But if you aren't Heart of the Mountain 10, it will give you bonus Heart of the Mountain XP. This can be so useful when trying to level up your Heart of the Mountain. Something to keep in mind is the different areas in the mining skill give you different amounts of Heart in the Mountain XP, because it's 900 plus the base amount they already had. So for the glaciate tunnels, I'll throw a picture of this up on screen of the table. For the glaciate tunnels, the base value is 750. So 750 plus that 900 is whatever the number I put up on screen, because I'm too lazy to do the maths. But that is more than the Dwarven Mines, which can give you between 1 and 400 depending on your Heart of the Mountain level. Which basically means that do the highest area essentially that you can do. So whether that's the Dwarven Mines, the Crystal Hollows, or the Glaciate Tunnels, do whatever one's the highest and give them the most amount of daily bonus Heart of the Mountain XP for you guys, so you guys can get to Heart of the Mountain 10 quick, because it is a long grind if you want to just do it in one sitting. So if you want to do it in one sitting, be my guest. I did it in one sitting. It took me hours. But you can just do it little by little every single day. Just tick it, chip it off. And this is the best way to do that. Obviously, making use of the daily bonuses. For number 4, guys, we have powder. Now, this can be a long grind, just like Heart of the Mountain 10, especially if you're going for max Skyblock XP. But another thing that can just help you along your way is daily powder. Now, it's in here, in the Heart of the Mountain tree. It requires tier 5 to unlock. And basically what Heart of the Mountain does is it gives you 500 powder for every Heart of the Mountain level you have. So I'm level 10, so I get 5,000 of each powder every single day. It's nothing crazy, but it's a nice boost. Now what you want to do, if you can, is to time this during a 2x powder, so you get the double 2x powder boost. Use a spicy goblin egg. Use the drills that give you bonuses. I'll throw them up on screen. The Jasper drill and the Mithril drill, I believe. Use the Glaciate Golem pet, I believe, because that also boosts your Glaciate powder, obviously, when you're mining Glaciate. Scather, if you can afford it, is not necessary if you're mining Gemstone. And the Mithril Golem if you're using Mithril. This, over time, cumulatively compounds on each other and just gives you a bunch of powder without having to do anything. It's basically free, because it's like 2 minutes worth of work. Also, side note, if you want to increase your powder rates even more, just use powder buff. 50% is just an amazing perk. I've used this to get a ridiculous amount of powder from almost anything in the mining skill. So yeah, definitely apply this. For number 4.5, essentially, Just another way for you guys to get bonus mithril powder is obviously to come and speak to this bearded dwarven fellow, Fletcher. I have no idea why his name hasn't shown up. Oh, it's in chat there. And every single day he'll give you a quest, basically, to go and get him some stuff. If you don't have the mod here, which is Sky Tools, as you can see, you can just look it up on the wiki. Very simple quest. He'll ask you for like glass panes, a door, I think, is one of them, some glass, some yellow glass. You see there, he just asked me for 20 mithril. Very simple quest. Give you a nice 1000 powder every day. And also, similarly to daily powder, you want to be doing this during a 2x powder event just to capitalize and get that double powder. Also, we want to come to here, which you've seen me take the route, even though it was kind of weird, to this. I don't know what to call him, to be honest. He's kind of a weirdo, but I guess like a magic-y miner. I don't know. This guy is Puzzler. Basically, he's just going to give you like a bunch of things in the bottom to follow, and I have no idea which mod this is. It's probably NEU, Sky Honey, or Sky Tills. It's one of those big three, and it'll tell you the mod. The breaking that block will also give you 1000 powder, because obviously from this instructions you go right, down, up, down, up, summing, I don't know. But basically just get the mod, because you don't want to waste 20 million years of your life trying to figure out what the hell he's trying to say. And basically when you break that, you'll get another 1000 powder, just like Fletcher. Try and do it during a 2x powder event, just to capitalize on that extra powder. Next on our list is the Forge. Now, I'm sure you guys must have heard millions of guides on this one, so I won't be super long and draw it out. But this guy is a fantastic way. This is a terrible demonstration of how to use the Forge, but this guy is a fantastic way to make coins every single day, every single hour, over multiple days. I will leave a link in the description on the websites, and if you need it, go to any Discord and just do /forge. It'll work the same. On the best Forge profits day by day, because they change day by day. And the higher the heart of the mountain level, you unlock more recipes, which means you'll be more able to craft better things, basically, and get better rates. Also, depending on how much money you have to put in, you can get higher profit margins, like the 655, which is quite expensive to get the raw materials for, but the profit margin is larger than, say, a mithril plate. Something you want to have if you're forge flipping as well, and especially if you're not actively mining, is, where has it gone? Quick Forge. This thing decreases forge times by 30%. It's a fantastic perk. I have it on all the time because I don't really mine as much as I need to. I probably should. So I just have this thing on, and normally my forge is full. Today it's not, which is unfortunate. But what I'd normally do is just go in and say, I don't know, we're refining some umber. 160 umber is enchanted umber is, I don't know if this is a good example, but we're going to go for it anyway. 160 umber, it's not a great example, but anyway, it's 1.96 mil. I would advise, heavily advise, I'm probably going to put a blaring image on, like flashing warning signs on the screen, buy, order the stuff. And if you want to mine it, go for it, you know, because it's just even more profit from your mining sessions. But if you don't have time to mine it and you're just coming on to do some quick things, buy, order it. It shouldn't take too long to fill. If it does, then just insta buy it. But be wary that if you insta buy certain things, it will decrease your profit by either a lot, or it will just decrease it by a little. So just, I'm putting a disclaimer out there, I'll put it on screen as well. Try and buy order wherever you can. Just like I'd say that's probably one of my #1 rules for the entirety of Skyblock, is buy order where you can. If you want to, before you go to bed, if you have stuff in the forge, plan ahead and buy order the stuff overnight, so that when you wake up in the morning, the stuff that's forging is finished, and then you can put the stuff in because you buy ordered it, and it will be ready in your buy order, and you can just put it straight in the forge, do this, set up more buy orders, do the same thing, and then rinse and repeat. And you don't ever have to worry about having to insta buy the materials unless the entire economy crashes, in which case, hey, everyone's screwed at that point, to be honest. So that's basically all I have to say on the forge. I'll put a link in the description for the forge profits tracker, and you can also go, like I said, into Skyblock Z, which I'll put a link for in the description, just so you guys don't get ratted or anything, because that sucks. just and go to their bot commands and just do /forge profits, and it should bring up all the forge profits. You can sort it by heart of the mountain level, how much money you have, and there's a bunch of great filters on there. It's a great bot. And yeah, so that's the forge. I didn't want to ramble on for too long, so that's that. Sweet. On to the next one. Right, up next is daily commissions on the Crimson Isles. Now, I know this one is pretty obvious, and you know, a lot of people might do it, but you'll be surprised how often I get super lazy and I cannot be bothered to do these things, and I don't think it means much. Well, actually, I'm wrong. It means a lot, because just like daily powder, just like daily commissions, just like a lot of the things that I've shown previously on this list, the little things every single day add up, compounds, and after a while, you know, you've got 12,000 rep and you don't have to worry about doing any bosses, any of that stuff, because you already have the rep. That's something I made a mistake on. I did not do my quest for ages. I came around, I needed to do Kudra. I couldn't unlock any of the tiers, any of the attributes, because I had to grind up my reputation first. So guys, please do your daily commissions, because if you don't, you'll regret it later on in the game, I can assure you. So these things are super simple. What you want to do is kill all 5 daily bosses. These things now auto accept, which is a fantastic thing, because you used to have to before come and accept everything every single day. Just made the thing more grindy, but the admins, praise the Lord above, they fixed it. Well, they didn't fix it, but they made it better, so now you don't have to like come and accept it every day. And as you can tell, I haven't really played at all today, because I haven't done any of the things I am showing you, because I have been out all day. But regardless, ignore by what I've done and just listen to what I'm telling you to do. That didn't make much sense in English, but you get the idea. Blade Soul, Mage Outlaw, Barbarian Duke, Ashfang, Magma Boss. You can skip Ashfang if you want. Magma Boss isn't too hard. Just say you're doing Magma Boss. Most of the time people will come and do it, whatever. Especially with the new April Fool's update for the next week. Everybody will be doing bosses because they want to get the drop from the Isle bosses. I think is the Ragnarok one. I already made a video on that, so I'll put a card up on the top if I remember how to do that, on how to do that April Fool's stuff. But the bosses are you can see on the left, I have the reputation helper. I think this is Sky Honey. Let me check. Indeed, it is Sky Honey. This thing is pretty helpful. I mean, except from the daily quest, ignore that because half the time it's wrong. But the rest of the stuff is good way just to keep track of what you need to do in a day. Each one of those bosses give you reputation, so that every single first daily Kuja run you do. So do as many Kuja runs as you can. Always take a key in with you because you never know what you got. I've known a bunch of people who have got god rolls in basic, hot and burning Kuja tiers just from doing their dailies. They make a quick 100, 200, maybe even 300 million coins just from doing their daily. So you never know, guys. Just take in a key for that floor. Have a bunch of keys just spare lying around in your sacks or your backpacks or whatever, and just take it in because you never know what's going to happen. But the other things you can do on these quests are you fetch stuff. So like Spectre Dust, it might ask you for some tentacle meat, some other things. I can't remember all the stuff on the isle. Just buy it off Bazaar. Simple. Unless you have in your sacks, then just give it in. The dojo, you can do this. They're pretty simple. The most annoying part is you have to take everything out your inventory, unequip your pet, take your equipment off, take your armor off, whatever. They'll normally give you a fishing one. Now, if it's a mold fin one or a stronghold fish or a karate fish, I don't think I've ever seen a karate fish one. Once or twice maybe. You can do it. If it's taking too long, you can just skip it. These are daily quick quest guys, so if you guys think you're not gonna be able to do it, just don't worry about it. There's the boss one, and then there's also the Kuja one. Sometimes you'll get the save the prisoner thing, with like rescue the spy basically. One of your factions, depending on your faction, will have lost the spy basically because they're fantastic at their jobs and you need to go rescue them. I think Sky Honey has a mod for this. I'll double check and throw it up on screen as a screenshot. It's very useful. The mod is incredible for this. It basically just tells you where to go. To be honest, without the mod, it's a real pain because you have no idea where they are. But with the mod, it makes it a complete breeze and it gives a load of reputation too. So I definitely recommend doing that and definitely recommend the mod. I will leave a link to Sky Honey if I can find one, but I'm pretty sure it's on Modrent. If it's not, I'll still leave a link below in the description. Basically, going to be a bunch of links for a bunch of different things that are labeled in the description, so go check it out. And so yeah, basically that's it. The reason you want to do all these quests every day, basically, as I said before, is to build reputation. You can see right now I'm at 5,330 barbarian reputation. I already have max mage reputation, and the reason you guys want to do this is not so much if you're early game. Do it if you're early game, but I mean it won't affect you. The reputation won't affect you if you're early game, but what I mean is it will help you a lot the later you progress in the game, because it means you won't have to faff around when you're trying to do higher tiers of Kudra, because Infernal you require 12,000 rep. If you don't have 12,000 rep, you can't do Infernal. As simple as you can't get your magic find attributes, which means less drops, which means you'll be broke forever. Okay, that was a bit dramatic, but you get my point. Also, you can't get the sweet Skyblock XP from red sand minions or mycelium minions, depending on your faction, because obviously, as you can see here, they require more and more rep. That's the reason I'm doing Barbarian faction. And now, Skyblock devs or admins or whatever have made it 5 million times easier, because now you can switch when I fly over there, because it's about 3 billion miles away. You can now switch factions without losing any rep just by doing that. You go fly over. The first time you do it, you'll have to do Ellie's quest. It's not that difficult. You'll have to do a quest or whatever to prove yourself, I'm pretty sure. But after that, you can just switch factions. It's super easy, especially if you have a hype. The entire thing is really easy if you have a hype. But if you don't have a hype, it's still not too bad. And that's that. To be honest, just do your Crimson Hour quest every single day. You get great rewards from it, to be honest. You get, like, considering it takes about 2 minutes, Kudra can give you an amazing reward anyway, so Kudra's Kudra, to be honest. And it's super quick to do, and it's a must have in the mid to late game. So you really want to start prepping it so that when you get there, you are set and you are ready to go for things like Kudra, and you get the Skyblock XP with the minions if you care about that, to be honest. Some of you might not, but mainly for Kudra, so you can get the attributes unlocked, so you can start smashing other parts of the game. Second to last, what you guys want to do is your dungeon runs. Every single day, you get bonus. For the first 4 dungeon runs you do every single day, you get 50% more XP on the first 4. So what you guys want to do is, if you can do a Master Mode 7, do a Master Mode 7. If you can't do a Master Mode 7, you can only do a Master Mode 2 successfully. Do a Master Mode 2. What I'm saying is basically do the highest Master Mode floor you can do comfortably without dying, because dying pretty much throws. You don't want to die. So do the highest floor. So I don't know if I said Master Mode before, but do the highest floor you can do of dungeons 4 times a day. Just hop into Party Finder and do it. If you really can't do it in Party Finder, just do it solo. I wouldn't recommend it, because you obviously won't be able to do as high as a floor. But if you are struggling for time, you just want to get those 4 runs out the day for the XP, the extra XP I mean, just go for it. But if you can, try and find a party. And what I'd recommend actually is, you could just, if you're waiting in Party Finder, just go do something else on this list while sitting in Party Finder. Or just join a party in there that maybe has only 2 people and wait for the rest of them to join. But while you're waiting, if you're crunching for time, even if you're not, to be honest, just go do something else on this list. Maybe you go do your experimentation table. Maybe you go do your mining commissions. Maybe you go do your Crimson Hour bosses. I don't know, but try not to waste your time, because it always sucks when you realize you've just been running around the hub for 40 minutes or 20 minutes. You just done nothing, and you haven't done your dailies, and you haven't done any of them, and you basically have to go to work, which kind of sucks. So try and be smart with your time, guys. And that's that. Lastly on this list, guys, try and do an hour grind every single day. So for you, that might be, I don't know, an hour of E-Man, or it might be foraging. For a lot of you, it's probably foraging, because foraging is garbage. But try and do an hour every day. All, like I've been saying for the whole video, it's not about how much you get per day, it's about how much you get over a span of time. It's about the compound of all these things that happen. So after a month, you're like, oh wow, I'm foraging 30. Oh wow, I'm foraging 40 this month. Or oh wow, I've hit max powder. So basically, don't think about it as a daily thing. Just think about it as like doing the dishes, or like hoovering your house. It's just a chore. I know that kind of sucks considering it's Skyblock, but really. Why are we all playing Skyblock anyway? It's not because we're having fun. It's probably because we're addicted. So yeah, I mean, I don't know what else to tell you guys. To be honest, you're screwed. But yeah, so I would come and do probably an hour of foraging, which I haven't. So I probably should listen to my own words. I've been ignoring foraging like it's the Black Death. Seriously. If you want to come forage in the park, that's fine. If it's easier for you to forage in the park, do it like a Nitro's way. But if you don't want to spend 355 days foraging for foraging 50, or just you want your rates to be better, I will leave a link in the description to the island. Sorry, I will leave the link in the description to an island foraging method. It's much faster, and if it's during derpy, I mean, I'll make another video about that sometime, but I will leave that in the description. But yeah, so to summarize, just do an hour of something that you don't want to do every day, or just do an hour of something that you might want to do. If you want to do Wolf Slayer, do an hour of Wolf Slayer. It doesn't have to be an hour. It can be half an hour. It can be 20 minutes. It can be 2 hours, depending on how much time you guys have. But just try and set out a time where you just do one thing, so that you guys are just banging out one thing, banging out again. Crazy. But you want to just go at what... There's no way to say this without it sounding insanely sus. Basically, you just want to go for something every day for a set amount of time that you can see the goal for, and that's going to help your profile in the long term. So skills, collections, those are the main 2 things I would probably say. You might want to do an hour of money grinding or whatever, of like slayers or something, just for profit, sorry, instead of XP. It's up to you completely, but just find something that you want to do 1 hour every day that will get you motivated to just finish that goal every single day. You might want to change it up. On Tuesdays and Thursdays, you might want to do Slayers, and Monday and Wednesday, you might want to do XP, and then on a Friday, you might want to do some dungeons for an hour as your daily thing. And then you can always just play for longer. It's up to you guys, but that's what I would recommend, and that's how I would recommend you stay motivated to play the game every single day, because it can get very, very, very grindy. Like it says in the lobby, actually, it's a persistence game. So if you want to persist, I'd find strategies to basically help you do that. And this is one of mine. So just find something every single day to do for 1 hour. One of these things is bazaar flipping. This is something you can do over the day, because you can just put things up for buy order at lower times in the day where there's less activity, and you can sell them at higher times. This is what you used to do back in the day with summoning eyes. You used to buy them when nobody was online, because it used to be really cheap, and used to sell them during peak hours, because then everybody started coming online buying summoning eyes, trying to do dragons. So try and find items. I'm not going to give you a guide on bazaar flipping. I might put one on my channel at some point, but bazaar flipping is for definitely another video, because it's very detailed. There's a load of detail to go into. But just try and find something you want to bazaar flip, or like I said earlier, you might want to just put a load of things up for buy order. When you come home, all of it's filled. You might want to craft it, just flip it, or you might want to put it in the forge or whatever. But use the bazaar and the timings that you're not at the game to just utilize the bazaar to the best of its ability. Another thing you can also do is lowballing. This requires a little more time, because you have to find people to come to your island, and it's more of a trick of the trade thing. It's also something that I will probably make a guide on in the future as well, because it's so underutilized in a lot of aspects of the game. But lowballing is basically where you ask people, hey, I'm lowballing, and they'll give you items for cheaper, because they get the coins immediately. So you give them the coins immediately, even though you get like a 15-10% discount on the item. Then you relist it, and then when it sells, you come back and claim your coins, and you get that 10%, 15%, whatever it is, bonus on it. So that's something you can do over time as well, because it doesn't take long. All you have to do is find someone selling something, which you can just go into hub 1, 2, whatever during times. Just say you're lowballing, people will come visit you, and then just list the stuff up. Obviously you have to know what stuff to list and things, which is why you can either find someone else's guides, because there are some fantastic guides, or I might make a guide on it, depending, yours truly, if you want to wait. But there are some great guides on YouTube on how to lowball. But that's basically the shtick. Last little tip from me, guys, is to look at your mayor rotations, right? So you want to check not every day obviously, but every 5 days or so. Just keep up to date with the mayors, because that will change what you do on your dailies, or what you might want to put in the forge, or what you might want to flip, or what events you might want to go to. It will change it a lot. So try and follow the mayor cycles. If it's marina, try to do some fishing for an hour instead of you're doing your normal 1 hour slays. Or if it's Aatrox, might do an hour of slays instead of your hour of foraging. You get what I mean? So you want to just try and use the mayors to the best of their abilities while they're there, because obviously sometimes you get absolutely terrible rolls like this Diana one, and sometimes you get it for all 5 mayors, sorry, and you get all 1 pot trash rubbish mayors. So that's an entire 5 days of no bonuses basically. Or sometimes you get what we have right now, which is a triple Aatrox, which is fantastic, with a 15 sea creature chance marina. So if you want to fish, you can fish and you get extra sea creature chance. Or if you want to do slayers like I'm currently doing, you get the whole shebang basically. You get the reduced price, you get the extra drops, and you get, most importantly obviously, the extra 15% slayer XP. So that's where I'm gonna leave it for today, guys. I hope you guys learned something. If you did, please like, subscribe, notifications, comment down below what you guys learned, comment what you thought was interesting. So let me know if you guys want to see more of this stuff. But basically the main takeaway from this video today is just try and do these things every day. It will help your profile over time. And yeah, so I hope you guys enjoyed. Have a great smashing rest of your day, and peace out.